including the #1 overall pick. It's not a rebuild, though. It is a reload, and that guy leads. Isaiah Evans with the lob. Here's Boozer, and it's blockers
for Tennessee.
And then
Cruz felt it all like an exhibition game.
Nope. And there's a foul tip by
Coach Nate Ament. Gets off to a good start, gets his shot off. Your thoughts on Nate early?
Well, I love
time with a strained oblique. Here's the other Boozer. This is Caden Boozer, gives it up and gets it to his brothers. Isaiah Evans gives it up to Boozer. And
special talents back-to-back year in that blue jersey.
Two-time Gatorade National Player of the Year.
Tennessee has practiced a ton this fall with a 7-second shot clock, defense to offense.
Boozer.
Wow.
A Haas.
Explosiveness and speed. He just knows how to play and use that so well drill it. Not switching out of convenience. They switch out of have-tos.
Boozer off balance. Here's Semenya, hit a 3 last time down. He's challenged at the rack. And then Boozer rogue. Here's Boozer at the.
Peterson from Kansas. Boozer. Ass ball off a bounce pass. Not easy to handle.
Evans to Boozer. Boozer another chance, and he draws at the most with 27.
But as they interact with their teammates, and again, Tennessee not over switching, not over helping, not over switching.
Boozer physical. Gets his miss. Kid
starts with Cameron Boozer. Tom, this kid will.
That was a two-time Gatorade National Player of the Year.
Let's play.
Here's Boozer with 4. Boozer pull up with a hand in his face.
Sir.
Looking into the paint. Has it blocked. Picks it back up, and now Boozer with the shake. And follows his own miss again.
Both to handle, especially with a shooter like Evans on the wing.
Boozer for 3. Yes, sir.
This level, and he's not afraid.
That's what I told my kindergarten teacher. Here's Boozer. Spins in too strong. Gets it back again.
Nate Ament on the offensive end.
Boozer downhill. The last Duke player with 22 rebounds in a regular season game was Miles Plumlee in 25 triple-doubles. Wendell Moore Jr. had the most recent in 22. That was against Army. He went for 19, 10, and
keep it simple and go isolation for Boozer.
Boozer on Akpara. Ament came to help. And the pump fake got the.
And here he goes.
Phillips is leaning on him. 9 on the shot clock. He can pass and he can score. And he keeps it alive, and Duke comes up.
Tom just keeping it simple, keeping it spread, making sure 12 in blue gets a touch on about every possession.
He is looking to score this time. And left it his career at Ohio State. Ethan Berg is on the floor now for Tennessee. Rick Barnes has a couple of subs.
You down one-on-one.
Semenya, freshman from Los Angeles. Good ball movement, open 3. Semenya at a Harvard Westlake in LA. Gives it up. Boozer trying to get physical. Back out to his classmate. In and out. It's a rebound. Why not? Gillespie was a 41% shooter from deep last year from Maryland. Duke in transition.
Simple and sound.
Harris dumps it inside. Boozer having a hard time getting it going, but Duke.
3. The ball comes off like it's coming off of a guard's hand.
He's going to make some shots, and this is what we got to clean up right here. That can't happen. You know, that can't happen.
Scrimmages, what do you see?
Well, I like this better. You know, I do. I mean, the close scrimmages was good. We got a lot out of it last week, but
play out of the corner instead of settling for a shot.
And a nice feed inside leads to a share to the corner. Wilkins.
And he continued to grow. I don't think he's done growing right now. It just got better and better over the last 12 months.
Evans, quick release. There's John Shire at shoot around today. What can be the expectations for Boozer in terms of his.
Just a scoring guard. He's a scoring point guard, which Tennessee badly needed this year with a loss in Sakai Ziegler.
Meanwhile,
There's just an easy find the backside of the rim up top for Akbar.
Gungba with the slip and the slam. Gungba drops it off. And Foster gets it back to the outside. Boozer over the shoulder into the corner.
As Durham a few weeks ago, absolute star in every area.
In and out.
A lot of 5 out by Duke tonight. They're running it right now. This really opens up the floor for drives and cuts.
Caden to Cameron. And inside. Isaiah Evans. Set. Here's Boozer from the top of the key.
And it's freshman on freshman. Hard hedging, not letting Gillespie get to that pull-up jump shot.
He did hit a teardrop early in this game, about the first 5 minutes in.
Alabama on down the list. I don't know if they'll have 14 teams, but they're going to be somewhere around that mark.
Set the record last year. Point of it. Caden Boozer to Cam Boozer into the corner. Amenya, no. Ament got a fingertip on that pass a moment ago. He's now switched off of Boozer. Leaves Boozer free to pass over the top and near.
John Shire just going 1-4 flat. I'll be surprised if Boozer gives this ball up.
He got jumped, stolen away. Here's Gillespie. It's over for Zakai Ziegler, and now Ament for 2. Truly for both sides, but more so Duke. Here's Nate Ament, preseason second team All-SEC. Here he is, one of the top recruits in Tennessee basketball history. Uniform in their exhibition against Johnny Dawkins' UCF team last week. And they convert.
That sprint to that far corner. A great job by Duke to quickly reverse that basketball from 1/3 to the side.
Amari Abram is also the new volunteer on the floor. Another offensive board for Phillips. And a fadeaway is good.
Playing, and the one thing I know, he's going to make some shots, and this is what we got to clean up right here. That can't happen. You know, that can't happen.
Loser that led to a run out on the other side for Dame Sarr, who's back to action after missing some. Jimmy back court side. Rick Barnes never stops preaching defense, does he?
No, defense and physicality. I mean, those are two
Different age groups. Here's a touch for Jalen Carey. His brother was a great blue. Ament off the back of the rim and
starting point guard and starting post player.
a couple of crossovers for Ament.
What he got? The athleticism of Kentucky, I think, got to Purdue in that game over 40 minutes.
Wide open in the corner. Ament 4 points on an inefficient start from a shooting perspective. He's the highest ranked recruit for Rick Barnes since a guy by the name of Kevin Durant.
Nate Ament and Cameron Boozer.
3's off the mark.
At all for a true freshman.
Already 10 points, and he has scored the last. Shot clock is off. Bird with the handoff. And Gillespie puts up a clank. Chance for Duke to get one more off.
Can never be the second guy in a foot race off those screens.
Gillespie off the mark, and there's Nate Ament. Barnes wanted a foul on that screen from Apara. Ament fires up the 3. iPhone and sneakers, they better make sure they have a very protective case, because he needs to be on the floor a lot for Duke this year. Whoa, that won the best.
Those ball screens with speed and purpose.
Gillespie dumps it inside, and Carrington. I think Wendell Moore has the most recent Duke triple-double. They've only had a handful. They've had fewer than 10. His was the 5th. What a clock issue, but nobody knows it. It is an exhibition game. Good hands by 14 SEC teams. has made the big dance last year, including Duke's first regular season opponent, Texas, with a new coaching. Gillespie playing off the ball now. And batted away.
Gillespie underneath. They can choose sides.
They go to Gillespie for the three. It's halfway home. Free throw line on this one tonight. Amen. Challenge. Boozer pulls it down and then feeds to start the break with Harris.
Physicality. Bob for 32 in this game.
Amen trying to find some rhythm. It's not there.